Brahmanam, Department of Commerce Assistant Professor. Now I am going to branch account, in which actually the branch account is a system of bookkeeping under which the company maintain a separate set of each for the operation location in the branches of the company. It follows to increase the transparency to know the company's cash flow positions and the financial picture. We have two types of branches. One is dependent branch, another one is independent branch. In dependent branch, all the branch informations are dependent on the head office, right? So we have four methods, that is data system, stock and data system, final account system and wholesale branch system. Now we are going to see about the data system which is maintained in the dependent branch. In data system, the format is first, we on the debit side we will be writing all the opening balance. This is the in this data system we will be maintaining the branch accounts where the head office will be maintaining all the branch related activities in their books of accounts, right? So here in the debits and credit side we will be writing all the opening balances like stock, debtor, cash, prepaid expenses and the fixed asset. Similarly, on the credit side, we will be writing that is stock, debtor, petty cash and fixed asset. So, opening balance on the debit side, closing balance on the credit side, that to asset. As we know that for the assets, all the opening balance will be on the debit side and the closing balance will be on the credit side. Similarly, for the liability, the opening balance will be on the credit side and closing balance on the debit side. So, inga nama vandu stock, debtor, cash and fixed expenses eldum. Similarly, on the opposite side, the closing balance of an asset eldiyachu and the again liability irukillingla, the balance brought on liability, creditors, outstanding expenses should be on the credit side. Adhe mari on the debit side will be writing the closing balance, like branch liability in eldiranga, there we have to write the creditors and outstanding expenses. Similarly, when the goods are sent to the branch by the head office should be written in the debit side. This is the format like goods sent to the branches, right? This is the purchase for the branch, but in the head office they will be writing as goods sent to the branch. Adhe mari the cash expenses which is paid by the head office to the branch should be written on the debit side, because this is an expenses which is paid by the head office to the branch to meet the day-to-day expenses. And the branch la nadakra ella vagayana expenses they will be meeting it, like wages, salary, printing, stationery, in the mari ella expenses, and the expenses the head office will be sending, because it's a dependent branch. Dependent branch now for each and everything the branch has to depend upon the head office. So head office will remit the cash, okay? Adhe mari they will remit the petty expenses also. Ipo on the credit side what and all we will be seeing na, here goods sent to branch will be on the debit side, goods returned to the branch. In case edavadhu damage and the mari goods irundaduna, the branch will return the goods to the head office, that will be showing on the credit side. Adhe mari cash sales nadandalo illati the cash received from debtors, in the cash branch vandu customers vandu vaangra cash they will be sending it to the head office. So that will be showing a cash remitted by the branches. Inga vandu cash remitted for an expenses. In the expenses debit side la kaatra expenses vandu nama enga kaatano appdin sonna debit side la kaatano. Income vandirukku branch ku which is sent to the branch head office na, it has to be shown on the credit side. So balancing figure nama edutho appdina, it in case if it is a profit, it is general profit account nama kaatom. Loss vandadu appdin sonna on the credit side general profit and loss nama kaatom. This is a format. We will be seeing one sum. Opening stock irukku, debtors irukku, goods sent to head office irukku, adhe mari goods returned to an head office irukku, cash sales, credit sales, collection from debtor, wage, rent, sundry expenses, closing stock irukku. So na first vandu epayume debtor system la debtor account நம்ம ஓபன் பண்ணனும். அந்த debtor accountல four main things has to be note down. One vandu opening balance of debtor, closing balance of debtor, cash received from debtor, credit sales. இந்த நாலு விஷயத்துல ஏதாவது ஒரு item miss ஆனாலும் we have to open a debtor account. In the debtor accountல we have opening balance and closing balance, right? so open இங்க வந்து closing balance கொடுக்கல, கேள்வியில வந்து opening balance மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு, they have not given the closing balance. So closing balance கொடுக்காதனால, because we have three information here, right? Opening இருக்கு, cash received from debtor இருக்கு, ஆனா closing இல்ல. by இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில in case out of 3, in case 2 information கொடுத்திருந்தாலும் we have to prepare a debtor account to find out the closing balance. இப்போ opening we have to write on the debit side, cash received from debtor நம்ம எழுதணும், அதே மாதிரி credit sales balancing figure will be shown on the balancing figure வந்து நம்ம closing stock நம்ம காட்டுறோம், because closing stock is missing here. So opening stock கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, see 2000 rupees opening stock இருக்கு, அதே மாதிரி we have 8000 credit, cash collected from debtor 7000, the balancing figure 3000 on the debtor side. Next இப்போ அந்த sum ஓட format தான். So we will be writing all the opening stock, opening debtor, அப்படியே opposite side stock and debtor. Debtor we have find from the debtor account, open பண்ணி balancing figure in the 3000 வந்ததை will be showing on the credit side. So opening of an asset on the debit side, closing of an asset on the credit side. Stock debtor கொடுத்திருக்கனால will be writing it. Here they have not given liability, so need not to bother, right? இப்போ goods sent to branch 10,000 rupees நம்ம இங்க காமிச்சிரணும். அதே மாதிரி the expenses paid by the head office to the branch should be shown on the debit side. Salary, rent அவங்க கொடுத்திருக்காங்க இல்லையா, அதோ இங்க they have given salary and wages 60, rent 150, sundry expenses 40. These are the expenses paid by the head office to branch, which is shown here. Okay, to bank and put it in the heading, we have to show salary, rent and sundry expenses, total 250 rupees. Similarly, inga first நம்ம opening stock போட்டாச்சு, opening debtor போட்டாச்சு, goods sent to the branch நம்ம போட்டோம், அதே மாதிரி goods returned to the branch, where it has to be shown, it should be shown on the credit side. Goods returned to an head office 50 rupees நம்ம இங்கேயும் காமிச்சாச்சு, right? அதே மாதிரி cash remitted, the cash which is received from the customers and customer debtors வந்து cash receive ஆனாலோ இல்ல sales வந்து நம்மளுக்கு cash receive ஆனாலோ, this two item has to send to an head office. So it has to be shown, cash என்ற headingல cash sales collection from debtors which has to be added, that 12,000 should be shown on the credit side. This amount is sent to an head office, right? அதே மாதிரி goods return, goods sent to branch should be shown on the debit side, goods returned to an head office should be shown on the credit side. முடிச்சிட்டு ஃபைனலா the balancing figure 330 நம்மளுக்கு profit வருது, because the debit balance is 16,500. so balancing figure நான் எல்லாமே expenses எல்லாமே கழிச்சிட்டோம்னா 3,300 is my general profit. so இதுதான் ஒரு format. இந்த formatல நம்ம format நம்ம கரெக்டா மைண்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா the opening balance, closing balance, goods sent to the debtors, அதே மாதிரி expenses which is paid by the branch, paid by the head office to the branch, அதே மாதிரி the branch which is sending the cash in the form of sales பண்ணி வந்த கேஷோ இல்ல டெட்டார்ட் இருந்து ரிசீவ் பண்ண அமௌண்ட்டோ வந்ததை ஹெட் ஆஃபீஸ் அனுப்புனதை ஃபுல்லா நம்ம டெபிட் credit side la காமிச்சிட்டோம். the balancing figure what we got is a general profit from the branch account. so இதுதான் வந்து debtor systemல இருக்கிற மாடல். thank you.